The city of Ellensburg was the latest victim of racist Zoom bombing during its most recent city council meeting, and it's turning out to be a much more widespread problem than initially thought. And the West Richland Police Department is searching for answers after a suspected drive-by shooting that sent one victim to the hospital.
And we're more or less at mid-November, and chilly conditions this morning, even cooler temperatures on the way this week. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Tuesday. We're just 9 days away from Thanksgiving.
It seems like it should not be that late in the year.
It almost seems like once we hit Halloween, it hits the turbo boost into the end of the year. So
it's already New Year's. It's already,
oh my goodness, it's already 2024.
You know,
oh, 2026. Man, went really fast.
It's just zooming by, Jason.
It absolutely is. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How's your birthday last week?
My birthday last week was fantastic.
Good.
Had a great time. My husband's birthday was over the weekend as well, and
fun.
So lots of celebrating and lots of fun.
Yay! You're getting the holiday season off early.
Exactly. And how was your little break?
It was fine. You know, just a nice little trip to Seattle, and it just was lovely. So let's get everybody ready for their Tuesday. Let's take a look outside. And I have a little bit of my radio voice. I got a little bit of a sore throat, Riley, so it'll add to my deep baritone voice today. But get ready for things to be pretty clear this morning. We're going to see more clearing as the day goes on. We do have some cloud coverage out there and just a hint of a chance of just very quick shower activity kind of rolling through the southern part of our areas. So 35 right now for the Tri-Cities, 36 in Pendleton. We are below the freezing level, quite a bit so for Ellensburg. Now these conditions will continue. We do expect some shower activity overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Now that does mean it's going to be just for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues as we stay above freezing there. Luckily, it's not coming into Ellensburg or Yakima, or that'd be in the form of snow. So our highs today, we're in the upper 40s, quite a bit of sunshine for Yakima, a little bit of cloud coverage, especially this morning for the Tri-Cities. Upper 40s pretty much across the board. Could see fog start to form late in Walla Walla. So staying cool, light rain tomorrow, lows in the 20s soon. I'll get to that in my first alert weather forecast coming up, but right now, here's Riley.
Thank you, Jason. A head-on collision on State Route 12 has left one person dead and 6 people injured last night. According to Washington State Patrol, around 9 p.m., one vehicle was heading eastbound on Oasis Road, about 18 miles east of Pasco, when they attempted to pass another vehicle. They collided head-on with another vehicle heading westbound. The driver of the vehicle that attempted to pass was pronounced dead at the scene. After hate speech was used during the public comment period of a city council meeting in Ellensburg, the city of Ellensburg issued a public apology, but say it wasn't from anyone in their community. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell has been looking into this incident and tells us it's part of a larger problem.
At least a half dozen other local governments in Washington state have been hit by what they're calling Zoom bombing, where people who are not from this area sign up and deliver virtual comment that includes hateful, racist, or anti-Semitic attacks. Now, when I spoke to the city of Ellensburg, they said this was not something they were prepared for. Virtual public comment at the November 6th meeting of the Ellensburg City Council featured the promotion of white supremacy, demands that the council take a stance on Israel, and the repeated use of racial slurs.
You're out of line, Mr. Metzger.
It's free speech.
No.
Yes, it is. Hate speech is free speech.
About a half dozen commenters, the city said in a statement, were not from the community, had signed up using fake names and addresses. Mayor Nancy Lilquist says it came as a shock, but they fell back on their policy that public comment has to pertain to city business. And since these comments didn't, they muted them.
Obviously, caught off guard. That's not who we are as a community. That's not who we want to be. And I, apologize to all the people who had to listen to that because it was pretty ugly. And so, we're kind of weighing our options
so that they're prepared if this happens again and know legally what options they have to respond. Coming up after the game, we'll have more on what steps counties and cities can take to prevent these sort of incidents from happening.
The West Richland Police Department is investigating after a suspected drive-by shooting Monday morning. It happened in the area of Hove Street and Myers Street in the Desert View community, just off West Van Giesen Street. Authorities say one person was taken to the hospital, but they did not indicate how they were hurt or what condition of the person was. Police are unsure of what the motive in the shooting might have been. We'll update you on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. 15 people were arrested after a multi-agency operation called Net Nanny, which identified the suspects of alleged sexual abuse and exploitation of children. The Washington State Patrol's Missing and Endangered Children Task Force led the operation, aiming to capture suspects accused of attempted sexual abuse or exploitation of children. There was an initial investigation that resulted in 11 arrests in Longview at the end of October. On Thursday, November 9th, 4 more people were arrested in Renton. They included a person from Joint Base Lewis McChord and spanned from western Washington to a part of Okanogan County to Molalla, Oregon. The Spokane and Othello Police Departments assisted in the investigation. The Yakima Police Department has sent out an advisory for drivers after reports of vehicle tires being punctured by caltrops. A caltrop is a multi-sided object sharp enough to puncture. Multiple caltrops have been thrown in the area of West Chestnut Avenue and 66th Avenue, so they say drive with caution. If you have fallen victim or have witnessed suspicious activity, report it to the Yakima Police Department at 509-249-6874. 5 Hermiston middle schoolers were nationally recognized for their broadcasting stories they submitted recently. All 5 were named as finalists in the National Scholastic Press Association 2023 Broadcast Story of the Year competition. Jacoby Rodriguez was a 6th grader at Armand Larive Middle School when his story, What Got Them Into Coaching, was submitted. He received 5th place for the news package. For Jacoby, he says he got the inspiration from being on the sideline at Hermiston High School's basketball practices with his mom. He says he put a lot of time editing everything and before sending it off to the national competition.
Lots of time, like every day in here, the first thing I would do was log into the computer and just start editing, like even before class would start. Like, I'd get here as fast as possible to start editing because there was just so much to do.
And I think that's an important thing to emphasize too, is that they did not get any help from me on these projects at all. They've just taken what they've learned in class and they're applying it in real time.
The students' stories were selected for the finalist round based on camera work, audio quality, lighting, interviewing skills, and storytelling. Later this morning, you can find Jacoby's story at applevalleyNewsNow.com. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we meet some of the students who took home 3rd place in the competition from that very same Hermiston Middle School. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Bit of a calm morning this morning, light winds, could see some fog later on today, partly cloudy skies, a lot going on as we head into the middle part of November. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
A physical therapist in Pasco who survived a brain tumor is sharing his story and telling us how his experience helps improve his work with patients. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell and Hamill.
Next ET, our Hunger Games prequel exclusive ahead of the LA premiere. Then, we're with Dancing with the Stars, Charity and Artem rehearsing for Whitney Houston night.
It's an ET exclusive. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options. And make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
The updated COVID vaccine is available now and at no cost for most people 6 months and older. If it's been more than 2 months since your last COVID vaccine or infection, it's time to maximize your protection against the latest variants. The updated vaccine reduces your risk of serious illness or developing long COVID symptoms, even if you've already been vaccinated or infected. So schedule your appointment today. To learn more about the vaccine, where to get it, and how to stay safe and healthy, visit takecarewa.org.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Well, from running marathons to relearning how to walk, Dr. Kyle Bonin's life was turned upside down by the diagnosis and treatment of a brain tumor. The clinic director at Peak Physical Therapy, Dr. Bonin helps people with their mobility and strength, but it wasn't so long ago that he was in physical therapy himself, relearning to walk after brain surgery. Bonin was diagnosed with a brain tumor in his early 20s after experiencing double vision in 2009. Now he's sharing his story.
It gave me a lot of empathy for my patients because, they're coming to me at their lowest point in life. They're in pain. They used to be so active and now they can't. I used to be running marathons, half marathons, and then I could barely walk. And my PTs took me from that point to getting me to where I am now.
After nearly 10 years since the surgery to remove the brain tumor, we'll tell you about some of the challenges Bonin still faces and the way he keeps himself and his patients positive later on Good Morning Northwest. Well, a federal survey found 1 in 6 American adults and adolescents had a substance abuse disorder last year. Of those 49 million people, about 30 million abused alcohol and 27 million had a drug use disorder, including about 6 million with an opioid use disorder. About 8 million had both alcohol and drug use disorders. About 2.5 million more people experienced substance use in 2022 than 2021. Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra said the data confirms the opioid crisis remains one of the greatest public health challenges in the U.S. President Biden has requested billions of dollars to strengthen substance use disorder services and address drug trafficking. Coming up, after more than a century, honor has been restored to a group of black soldiers convicted after clashing with police in a racially fueled violence. We'll get to that, and I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Tuesday as we're inching closer to, can Thanksgiving be next week? That's next in Good Morning Northwest.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I've worked construction all my life. I take pride in my job and working hard. I've had my share of bumps and bruises. Of all places, I get hurt shopping with my wife. This injury affected every part of my life. The insurance company offered me nothing. I went to my buddy Scott Brumback and Sid Autumn. We ultimately filed suit. My lawyers fought hard for me and got a great result. These guys speak blue collar. Now I know what they mean by bulldog tough. Right, Mo?
Brumback and Autumn, Bulldog Tough.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
It's not what you park in your driveway that makes it home. At McCurley, we understand that. And that's why we go beyond the transaction to provide a complete ownership experience. Because it's the people, the experiences, and the memories awaiting you that make it home. And your vehicle is how you get there.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get literally any Samsung Galaxy for free.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
And it's just in time for gift-giving season, too.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
I'm gifting mine to my son.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
New and current customers can get any Samsung Galaxy free. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Wait, Mattress Depot USA has Black Friday promotions all month long. Buy a Queen Memory Foam mattress starting at just $6.99 and get an adjustable base absolutely free.
Mattress Depot USA.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Pretty calm conditions this morning, and we're going to be seeing things not really amp up too much wind-wise, but we do expect to see a little bit of shower activity popping up tomorrow. We've had just a hint of precipitation coming through, really just to the periphery of Walla Walla, but most of that is in the Blue Mountains itself, but just a hint. So if you're in Walla Walla, you could see just a trace of some precipitation as we move into our morning's hours, but that will be moving along very quickly. And as we get to overnight tonight, we are going to see some shower activity in places. This is going to be very light and very widespread, so it'll suddenly then start to move over tomorrow morning into the Blue Mountain region and into the Tri-Cities area, and then it's just going to kind of be living just off to the distance, off to the east. So not too much precipitation, but just a hint of it overnight into tomorrow morning, and that's good news since we're going to be below the freezing mark for much of the Yakima Valley and not yet for the Mid-Columbia or the Blues, but that is coming as we expect 20s widespread. Already 20s in the Ellensburg area, 23, 29 in Yakima. A little bit warmer the more east we go, and that'll be the case overnight tonight again, and then that will be changing as we get to Wednesday late night into Thursday. So our temperatures, we are going to remain right at or just below our averages as we head into our week ahead, as we are staying pretty darn cool throughout, but again, we are in mid-November, and we are going to continue to see cooler temperatures, though, as we get to our overnight period. We're kind of on par with what we've seen for our temperatures, for our highs. So our wind speeds, we are light, very light in places, so not too much wind is expected for the next couple of days. So much so, we do expect to see some fog, possibly this evening for the Walla Walla region, maybe even in Pendleton. And fog could definitely be popping up in more places, but not this morning. We are looking pretty darn good. If you're heading into the mountains, into the blues towards Boise, or if you're headed into the mountains towards Seattle, you'll most likely run into some fog, but none of our low-lying cities just yet. We do have moderate air quality in Walla Walla, setting the stage for that fog later on today. We should, with the light winds on the way, we're going to keep a close eye on the air quality. They could be getting back to the moderate zone for many of our cities. Let's take a look at our highs today. We are in the lower 50s to upper 40s pretty much across the board, and we're just remaining right around our average. We do expect to see a bit of cooler temperatures tomorrow. So again, lower 50s, upper 40s. 7-day forecast for Yakima, right around that 50-degree mark through tomorrow. Slight chance of some showers, and then we see those overnight lows get back into the 20s Wednesday into Friday overnight periods, and still below the freezing mark for the week ahead. As we move into our weekend, we're still seeing some sunshine, some clouds, and just a slight chance of showers as we get into Saturday. In the Tri-Cities area, good chance of some quick showers tomorrow morning, and then we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies into the weekend. A little bit more cloud coverage waiting us there. 20s start Wednesday late night. And in Walla Walla, routinely our warmest period overnight, our warmest area will also get right around that 29-degree mark overnight lows. Good chance of those showers tomorrow morning. And again, keep an eye out for fog in Walla Walla in our evening hours. So get ready for a pretty mild Tuesday ahead. Could see some quick shower activity though overnight.
Now to Texas, and the U.S. military righting a wrong more than a century after the Houston riots of 1917. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, after more than a century, honor has been restored to this group of black soldiers. Back in 1917, violence erupted between the 3rd Battalion, 24th Infantry Regiment, and police in segregated Houston. Referred to as the Houston riots, the clashes were fueled by months of racial provocations against the men known as the Buffalo Soldiers, who were unaccustomed to the racism in the South.
They were subject to Jim Crow laws. They were subject to police harassment.
At least 19 people were killed, and later, 110 of the soldiers were convicted for the violence. Some were executed in a secret hanging.
Now keep in mind that this was the largest court-martial in U.S. Army history.
For more than 100 years, their families and descendants petitioned the Army for clemency. And yesterday, it finally came at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum in Houston, where the Army announced it's now overturned all their convictions.
It's a day, as I mentioned earlier, that I thought would happen. I just didn't think it would happen in my lifetime.
Jason Holt is the great-nephew of Private Thomas Coleman Hawkins. He spent years trying to clear his great-uncle's name. Now, Private Hawkins and the 109 other soldiers have received an honorable discharge from the Army.
I stand here, you see me, but behind me are all my family, those that are here now and those that have gone on to whatever's next after this life.
Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
As a result of the Army's decision, the descendants of those soldiers may now be eligible for VA benefits. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, good news for fans of holiday movies, as you can sign up to become a Chief of Cheer and get paid to watch Christmas movies.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah! Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Leichhardt, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Xumo Streambox free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Xumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
Does anybody want my tomato?
What have you got against tomatoes?
Not my favorite fruit.
Wait, tomatoes are fruit?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know that tomatoes are in ketchup.
Saturday on Apple Valley News Now. A primetime showdown as the Washington Huskies take on Oregon State live from Corvallis. The Huskies, the Beavers. Saturday Night Football starts at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah. Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. If your favorite holiday tradition is grabbing a blanket, a hot drink, and the television remote, this might be the job for you.
All right, CableTV.com is looking for a chief of cheer to watch 25 movies in 25 days. Sounds easy. The chosen candidate has to keep track of each film and rank them based on nostalgia, heartwarming storytelling, and holiday cheer.
Well, for their work, the Chief of Cheer will get $2,500 plus a year's subscription to 7 streaming services. The best part, there's no list to stick to.
All right, the winner gets to pick their favorite holiday movies, whether that's a Hallmark rom-com, an animated classic, or an action thriller like Die Hard. Riley, did you know Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Clearly.
It is. CableTV.com is accepting applications on their website through December 1st.
I'm trying to find out what the downside to this deal is.
Zero.
None.
Zero. 25 films, that's you're writing a bunch of words. I think one film a day would be pretty easy.
It's about the same amount of time that I spend writing that these movies take, so.
Perfect. What's your favorite holiday film or special? I love Rudolph.
You love Rudolph?
Yes.
I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas movie.
All right.
Yeah, or a favorite holiday movie in general. I just kind of watch what is on.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Hopefully you're continuing to watch what is on. Good Morning Northwest. I'll have your forecast coming up right after the break.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, today is the first time the House can vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's spending plan, but it's short GOP support and might need Democrats' votes. And the U.S. Supreme Court has released a formal code of conduct for the justices, responding to years of criticism that the nation's highest court does not have transparent or enforceable ethics guidelines.
In today's Tech Bites, changes in Amazon's games division. For the second time this year, the division is cutting jobs. More than 180 positions are being eliminated. More than 100 were laid off in April. Other changes include Amazon shutting down its Crown channel, which streams on Twitch. WhatsApp is making changes to its voice chat. The new version will still allow up to 32 participants, but not everyone in the group will get a call when a chat starts. Instead, members will get a push notification plus an in-chat bubble that allows them to join. Finally, an Xbox controller that will make you drool. It's made of 100% chocolate in honor of the Warner Brothers film Wonka, the prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Fans can get a shot at winning the so-called Xbox of chocolates by entering a global sweepstakes. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
This guy again. Pops!
Hey, son, you got a little something on your face.
Needed a quick shave.
Quick shave? Respect the process.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. It's from Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it.
Looking smooth.
Feeling even smoother.
How about hooking me up with some Gillette Labs?
Check your texts.
You're the best.
Nah, you're the best.
The best a man can get keeps getting better.
The next generation of shaving is Gillette Labs.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Pandora. Loves. Unboxed.
The deadline to avoid another government shutdown is creeping closer, with Congress members only having 3 more days to pass a funding bill. And despite the latest release of a code of ethics for the Supreme Court, senators are continuing with their plan to draft a new code with independent oversight.
And we're at mid-November, everyone, or almost, with chilly conditions this morning, even cooler temperatures on the way this week. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Tuesday, moving along in the week. You know how much I love Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, we love we love Tuesdays.
But anyways, how are you doing this morning, Riley?
This morning I'm great. I'm up a little earlier than I was the last couple of days because I was filling in for weather. So I have to wake up a little bit earlier when I'm sitting right here.
Gotcha. Well, very good. Hey, I stayed up. I was with friends over the weekend. I stayed up till 8:30.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's like staying up till 3 a.m. for other folks.
It really is.
Anyways, let's get to our weather as we get up early so we can get you ready for your day. Quick look outside, and we have very nice conditions, very calm conditions, very chilly conditions, but that will continue. Even chillier conditions are on the way this week. So cool is the name of the game. Sunrise 6:56. So we are looking below freezing for Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish, Prosser areas. Other than that, we're right at or just above the freezing level. So warmer conditions are on the way today, but do get ready for the return of 20-degree temperatures as we move along in the week for our overnight lows. More sunshine as the day goes on for Yakima. Highs are going to be pretty much upper 40s to lower 50s today. A little bit more cloud coverage, especially this morning for the Tri-Cities. And in Walla Walla, we could see fog. Yes, there is a graphic there. We could see fog popping up as we get into our afternoon to early evening hours. So keep an eye out for that on your evening commute. So staying cool, light rain, quick light rain possible tomorrow. Lows in the 20s soon. I'll get to that in my first alert weather forecast that's coming up in about 10 minutes.
Congress has 3 days left to pass a funding bill to avoid a government shutdown. The new House Speaker has a plan to do just that, but he might need bipartisan support for it, as Amy Kiley reports.
Time is running out for Congress to avoid a government shutdown this weekend. Today is the first time the House is able to vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan, but
right now, I oppose this measure. I think it's a mistake. I don't support the rule advancing it.
a handful of Johnson's fellow Republicans are poised to block it. If it can't even clear a procedural vote, Johnson might need support from Democrats. That's what cost former Speaker Kevin McCarthy the gavel.
Not commenting on it yet. We're working with everybody.
Representative Jim McGovern is the top Democrat on the Rules Committee. He says he thinks Johnson will bring the bill under suspension of the rules. That means it could skip the procedural vote, but it would need a 2/3 majority to pass.
For now, I am pleased that Speaker Johnson seems to be moving in our direction.
A source with knowledge of the matter says Johnson thinks he has bipartisan support from top congressional leaders.
House Republicans have produced a responsible measure that will keep the lights on.
Of course, the bill also needs support from President Joe Biden. Despite initial criticism, he's now signaling he might be willing to sign it.
We'll see what happens.
Amy Kiley, Apple Valley News Now.
On Monday, the Supreme Court said in a statement signed by all 9 justices that it is adopting a code of conduct. It's an attempt to improve public confidence in the High Court after months of headlines alleging some justices appear to have potential ethics violations. The new code is based on an existing code of conduct for lower courts. According to the statement, it has been adapted to the, quote, unique institutional setting of the Supreme Court. The justices didn't make clear how the code would be enforced, and they acknowledged they do have work to do. The move comes after mounting pressure from Democrats in Congress who threatened to pass legislation mandating ethics reform. Senate Judiciary Committee Democrats planned to hold a vote to authorize subpoenas for 2 major conservative players close to Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Pretty calm Tuesday morning. We're getting you ready for a chilly week ahead, maybe even some shower activity late tonight into tomorrow. I'll get you ready for your Tuesday coming right up.
If you're preparing Thanksgiving dinner this year, it's time to get serious since the holiday is quickly approaching. When we come back, we'll take a closer look at just what that turkey dinner might cost you and how you can save some money this holiday.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
At Mattress Depot USA, we're all about being friendly.
Customer friendly.
Our sleep consultants would tailor the perfect sleep solution just for you.
Local friendly.
We grew up here.
Brand friendly.
The top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Price friendly.
We always give you the best value.
We might just be the friendliest place on earth. Excuse me? Don't worry, you're still the happiest.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
TCU is awarding you a $1,000 donation.
Everybody volunteers.
It costs us over $100,000 to put on camp every year. Seeing these kids smile is pretty terrific.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Oh my God.
You look like a Christmas present. Cheryl Lee Ralph tells me about her unconventional marriage.
We don't live together.
Oh, and returning to Abbott Elementary after the strike. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs, that was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Well, Thanksgiving is around the corner. If you're hosting a dinner this year, get ready for some sticker shock. This year's feast is going to cost you more, but with some thought and effort, you can save some money. Cole Higgins has 5 ways to keep this year's feast under budget.
It's the Super Bowl of all the food holidays, Thanksgiving, and this year's feast is likely going to cost you more. Although turkey prices are down, side dishes are expected to be more expensive this year compared to last year. That's according to Wells Fargo's new Thanksgiving report.
That is the holiday. We clutter it up with so much other stuff, and we spend money until we're blue in the face.
So what can you do to save? Jessica Allen has these 5 tips to trim the costs. The first step is to create a budget and shop early.
Be realistic. What amount are you comfortable spending on a meal or your portion of the meal that you're contributing to the family dinner, and then stay within it.
2, trim the menu. Cut out the sides that are not huge hits at the dinner table. Choose wisely to avoid overspending on items that only get a few bites.
So can you go for meatless appetizers? Can you go for some beautiful, colorful vegetable or fruit side dishes that save you a little bit of money at the grocery store?
Number 3, go potluck. Experts recommend you ask guests to bring the desserts or sides. That way you can split the cost. Number 4, shop smart. Consider buying items in bulk and start looking for deals now.
When you start early enough, you've got time to piece together your meal from this place and this place and this place.
And finally, ditch the pre-made and pre-cut food. Consider buying those fruits and veggies and cutting them yourself. It's a bit more work, but it will help you avoid high price markups. I'm Cole Higgins.
Coming up in Apple Valley News now, exclusive interview with, the Golden Bachelor himself, Gary Turner. He answers your burning questions next. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. That's next as well. Stick with us. You're watching Good Morning Northwest.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasizes the rights of accident victims and can answer your questions, such as how long do you have to file a claim? Who's legally liable to pay your medical expenses? Are you getting a good settlement from the insurance company?
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Collective Soul, the 30th anniversary celebration, live in concert. January 18th, Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. An evening with Collective Soul. Buy tickets now at Ticketmaster and the Legends Casino gift shop. Come celebrate 30 years with Collective Soul. January 18th at Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish.
That's right.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Next live, Kenan Thompson from Good Burger 2, plus from their new reality series, Twin Love. The Garcia twins, Brie and Nikki Garcia.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Dancing honors a true queen.
It's Whitney Houston night.
With guest judge Billy Porter. What a ride!
Dancing with the Stars, live tonight on ABC and Disney+.
Thanksgiving is November 23rd, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
You know, there's no substitute for hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Very calm conditions as you head outside, but very chilly temperatures, and especially in the Yakima Valley, Kittitas Valley area. So bundle up as you're heading out the door. We do have some cloud coverage rolling through, and even just a hint of shower activity. That's pretty much in the lower valley, or excuse me, the lower levels of the Blue Mountain region. So that's just going to skittle by. Maybe Walla Walla, you'll see just a little bit of precipitation. That system's going to move on very quickly. And for today, we're going to see some sunshine before we see those clouds return in our evening hours. And then shower activity is expected. Now, this is before all these areas will be below the freezing mark. Thank goodness. We would be seeing a little bit of snow. Could see just a hint of rain-snow mix if the timing is off just a bit. And then it will kind of be a little bit more widespread into the mid-Columbia and possibly Walla Walla as we get into our morning hours. Then that will be moving off pretty much to the east, though hanging around a little bit. If it moves just a bit to the west, we could see a little more for Walla Walla into our evening hours. Then that continues to move on out. Looks like pretty clear conditions for our Thursday, and we're going to be seeing even cooler temperatures in our overnight period Wednesday into Thursday morning. So a lot going on. So a quick little spritz overnight tonight, very possible. Current temperatures 22 right now for Ellensburg, below the freezing mark for the Yakima Valley, including Prosser as well. Mid 30s to right around our freezing mark for the rest of our city. So chilly conditions, but you're getting used to that. In our highs today, we're going to be right around that freezing mark, our average for this time of year. And we're going to be a little below it as we head into our weekend, and then kind of all over the place. So pretty much upper to mid 40s to lower 50s for the week ahead. And our overnight lows are going to be dipping quite chilly here very soon. I'll get to that in the 7-day forecast. So our wind speeds, we are seeing light wind speeds throughout, and that could contribute to a little bit of afternoon fog for Walla Walla and Pendleton. So keep an eye out for that in your evening commute. Light winds, it looks like, till we get to Sunday with a little bit of a burst, 10 to 20 mile per hour. Then it'll slow back down into our next work week. Visibility right now, very good unless you're heading into the mountains or up to the north of our areas. But still, that should be changing as we get to our evening hours. Air quality, Walla Walla has improved back to good. So with the light winds, though, for the next couple of days, we're going to keep a close eye on air quality. So as I said, lower 50s to upper 40s today, and that will be pretty much the name of the game for the next couple of days, at least, if not into the weekend. We are going to see a bit of a dip, though, as we get into tomorrow. So today looks to be most likely one of the warmest days of our week. 50 tomorrow for Yakima, then upper 40s into our weekend. Overnight lows below the freezing mark for the week ahead. Keep an eye out for a quick spritz tonight. And if that does hit, we'll then see freezing temperatures after that. So could be some slick going for Yakima tomorrow. Early showers tomorrow for the Tri-Cities as we cool down in the 40s till we get to Sunday. Overnight lows, besides overnight tonight, will be below the freezing mark into the weekend. In the Walla Walla region, could see that fog today. Morning showers likely, and then we'll see clearing until we get to Sunday. So get ready for a very calm Tuesday ahead. Could see a little fog in our evening hours, and just get ready for those chilly temperatures overnight tonight with that possibility of a quick shower or two.
Apple Valley News Now's Stacey Lee sat down with ABC's first ever Golden Bachelor, Gary Turner. She asked him a few of the audience's burning questions, as well as questions about Benton City's own Faith Martin.
How could you say you love so many women? What were you looking for?
That's a good question, and it's legit. In the moment with each of these women, I had built such a strong connection that I felt like fully that I was in love with them, that I loved them at that time. It's important to remember, though, that through the course of the journey, as it got towards the end, I finally found the clarity with those women to find the one that I couldn't live without. And in Faith's case, a perfect example, I still love her to pieces. We still talk, and she's talked to me. And I mean, she puts a smile on my face, as you can see. but I don't think she was the right one for me.
All right, here's from Robin. She says, what was the deciding factor that made you choose Teresa over Faith?
Teresa? I think the last answer probably is appropriate here as well. Okay. There's a sense of humor, a kindness that they both had. Of all the women in the house, probably those two were the most similar in their personalities, in their outlook on life, in their kindness. And so it was very difficult. It was very difficult.
And our local viewers here want to know, did you enjoy your visit to Eastern Washington?
Yeah, I loved it. It was beautiful. I loved the space. I really loved the time with Faith at her ranch, doing a little horseback riding and seeing how she lived and so forth. So yeah, it's beautiful there.
All right. Of course, I know you're going to get asked this question a lot. Do you think Faith should be the next Golden Bachelorette?
Oh, she would be such a wonderful candidate for that job. I can't really say my favorites. There's people a lot smarter than me that will be able to pick, who the best candidates are, but certainly Faith would be among them.
My husband wanted me to ask you, do you feel that you found true love through the journey on the show?
You tell your husband he asks really good questions. And yes, I do. I really believe I found my person, my right person.
That's great. All right. And the last question, my mother comes to the viewing party, Gary, and she said, if it doesn't work out, can we date? Call me. And that's just a joke. So she's in her 70s too. So it's been great, Gary. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if she's as beautiful as you are, I'll keep the option open.
Okay. And if you're interested in catching the entire interview, you can find it on our YouTube channel and our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. When we come back, it's the first major premiere since the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike. We'll give you a first look at the upcoming Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That's coming.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Next ET, our Hunger Games prequel exclusive ahead of the LA premiere. Then, we're with Dancing with the Stars, Charity and Artem rehearsing for Whitney Houston night.
It's an ET exclusive. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Something.
Here we go.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, there is nothing bigger, nothing better than Monday Night Football on ABC and ESPN. And the next morning, watch GMA for the Tuesday morning NFL ticket giveaway. For tickets to a Monday Night Football game.
Have you ever had a day like this? mistakes are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fly the Northwest over Bayview. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
All right, let's head closer to home, everyone, on this pretty calm Tuesday morning, but very chilly. We are below the freezing mark by quite a bit right now in Ellensburg. Expect partly cloudy skies, a little bit of cloud coverage, a little bit more sunshine as the day goes on. That's pretty much the name of the game for all of our cities. Lower 50s, upper 40s for the Yakima Valley. Over in the lovely Mid-Columbia, same upper 40s, lower 50s, more cloud coverage in your morning hours. We'll see afternoon clearing. Could see some afternoon to early evening fog for our friends in the Blue Mountain region. Our cool spot, well, it's a bunch of them, but it includes our friends in Boardman.
Well, Hollywood is back in business with its first star-studded premiere since the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike. ABC's George Pennacchio takes us to Monday night's LA premiere of The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
I am honored to introduce to you the creator of the Hunger Games themselves, Dean Casca Highbottom.
In The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Viola Davis plays someone deliciously diabolical. Where did that laugh come from?
Deep in the recesses of my gut. All the painful memories. All the people I wanted to beat up as a kid. No, nothing. I don't know where it came from. Obviously I have it in me.
This is a prequel to the Hunger Games franchise set 64 years earlier when a young Coriolanus Snow had no idea he'd later become such a villain.
It's an honor to be here with a movie that means the world to me and a franchise that I grew up watching. It's a real special time and I'm very grateful that we got to be here.
What does my mentor do besides bring me roses?
I do my best to take care of you.
You really want to take care of me in that arena? Start by thinking I can actually win.
The film is 2 hours and 37 minutes long.
Look, I think it's a compelling story, and I think that's the key, right? Is if you tell a compelling story and you tell it in an efficient and an emotional way, I think people stick with it.
You know, there's a whole pull on like bringing people back to the movies and doing all that, and to see all these people here and to see us like this project getting celebrated the way that it is. It's such a wonderful privilege.
This marks the first big Hollywood premiere with stars since the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike.
It feels like a party. It feels right. Because it was dark for a little while. I felt, you know what it felt like? It felt like actors and artists were not valued. That people didn't see our value and our worth. And I'm glad that we did.
The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is rated PG-13. It's in theaters nationwide on Friday. In Hollywood, George Pennacchio for ABC News.
I, for one, am very excited for this movie to come out.
Good.
I know that you have low hopes for it.
Oh, very low hopes. Are you going to go see it in the theater or wait for it to stream?
Unsure.
Okay.
Unsure. I'm waiting for a friend, for her partner to catch up on the series
I gotcha.
so that we can all see it together.
Well, I would recommend having your friend's friend just watch Hunger Games 1 and 2 and forget about the horrible 3 and 4.
There you go.
Awful. I don't think it's going to do well.
I've been seeing a lot of good things on TikTok, and I think a lot of people are going to be heading out to theaters to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out
We'll find
Monday morning.
Monday morning, we'll be here.
Quick look outside. I've got your First Alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Tuesday morning.
Plus, the city of Ellensburg is hoping to warn